It's December 12th. We are Change Niagara is interviewing at Silver Spire, which is one of the locations for Out in the Cold program that St. Catharines has. It's a great thing for people that are homeless or just need a bite to eat, and also has a place to stay if they have to. So we're going to do a few interviews with the staff and the volunteers of Silver Spire Church and the Out in the Cold program, and that's what we're going to do now as part of We Are Change Niagara.
You're going for a wacky? Yeah. All right.
We're with Dave, which is the coordinator here at Silver Spire.
I don't really know where to start, but all the different things you can do to make it better. Definitely they all cost the church's money, so more support financially would be great help. We rely on donations from other churches, for example. Some give money, some give desserts. Probably the women's committee or something in that particular church will cook for us, bake for us, and provide them every month. We also get some volunteers from different churches, mostly other United churches, since this is a United church, but also the general public. You don't have to be a Christian to be a volunteer, that's for sure. I think the program started in St. Catharines about 15 years ago. It took about 1 or 2 years before there were 7 different churches. At the beginning there was only a couple of nights a week that the program ran, which made it kind of tough. You had a place to go 1 or 2 nights a week, but not the rest. But eventually all 7 churches came on, so every night of the week is now looked after. The program starts in November the 1st and runs till April the 1st. 5 straight months, pretty well the winter months of the year. Each church has its own way of doing things. That's something to do with their actual church themselves. They have rules since they own the church and are providing it for free. I think in all cases, but I'm not sure. I don't think anybody pays rent. So we try to adhere to their rules, of course, and just use the facilities so that we can feed people every Monday and then allow people to sleep over if they have that need as well. The volunteer part is kind of tricky. There's a fair amount of volunteers, but it depends on the shift. It's more difficult to fill the midnight shift. There's hardly anybody who wants to stay overnight. Some of the other shifts, like the serving shift, it's only about an hour long, and we get a lot more volunteers for that. We also get students. I guess it's a course now for high school students. You get credits, or you have to take the course, I think, to graduate. So they come here. I think they have about 30 hours to put in. Coordinating them into the program can be tricky sometimes because we try to get regulars. And once you've got regulars, then if you bring in 4 or 5 extras, then there may not be enough work for the people to do. You don't want a volunteer to be sitting around doing nothing, otherwise they'll probably quit the program because there's no reason for it. But once it's coordinated, it does work. It gives them the regulars a break, and it also gives the students the marks or the
Credits.
the credits that they need for the school. So I've done this I'm just into my 2nd year of coordinating this. I was a volunteer in most aspects of this program for a few years prior to that. We're always trying to fine-tune what we're doing and make it better wherever we feel that there's a weakness. Some of the churches will allow a guest to have a shower during that night that they are invited over to that church, but not all the churches. So it depends on what kind of opportunities that each church even has. I don't think they've all got showers set up. This one does, so 3 days a week, and the guests are aware of which days they are. They can come here for a shower and have their clothes washed and dried in our laundry facilities, all for free.
That's great.
But the word gets out, believe me, you know.
What to people that are homeless or need a meal? What would they do after your program's finished? What kicks in
The
there?
other 7 months of the year,
Yeah.
not much.
There isn't much that happens in the area.
I have heard that there have been attempts to have barbecues in the past. I get the impression maybe it's a once a week thing. It's not going to do it for food.
But there's nowhere for them to stay.
No. There's no overnight, well, other than maybe the Y or Southbridge.
Where do you see the future of Out of the Cold?
Slowly probably getting worse would be my answer. There's more mental illness on the streets these days. There's more unemployment. When you combine those, it only makes sense that you're just going to have more needy people.
What should be done, or who should be approached to expand this out in the cold? And again, who should be doing that, stepping forward and making that?
I think it comes down to politics, the municipality and the government.
Council type thing.
Yeah, exactly. That when they start to see a need in their town, they don't want to see homeless people walking around the streets, as some people would say, bothering the citizens and anything like that. Then there is a need to change what is currently happening, and they should get involved and change it for the better. I would think, but if they're not going to do that, then we do what we can, and as you can see, we're providing a place to sleep and a place to eat for part of the year.
That's it. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we'll interview a few other people if they're willing.
I think if people just knew about it more, they'd just be better. Because before I came here, like, sometimes now that I come here, I see people like on the street, just like what I'm doing whatever, and I guess you don't realize how many people there are.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how many people actually don't have a place to go, and when you come here, you actually get to see that. And I just feel really good helping people out. You know, I think definitely everybody should have an experience of coming to Out of the Cold or Soup Kitchen just to see what reality is actually like. Like, some people, like, they don't really realize, but then when I came here in grade 9, it was like, whoa, like, this is like what it actually is. If you can't afford to live in a house, if you can't afford to feed your family or your kids, and some people,
Like, a lot of people, it's not that they don't have like a home to live in, it's just that I guess you have a place to live, but a lot of people here, they come here just for the food because they can't afford it.
We have a lot of people here in this town, city, that are in big need. So somebody has to come out and give them a hand in some manner. I can't afford to do it monetarily, so I guess the best other way is to come out and do what you can physically. So every walk of life, they come in here every Monday night, and they're very thankful for what they do get, because often they'll be going out and say thanks a lot for your help. The biggest success we could probably have is if we didn't have to have a program. You know, it would be nice if we only had 15 people out here every Monday, but it's over 100 usually. So
it shows the economical impact right now is just is not just few people.
It's hit all walks of life. Well, you know, this was a big manufacturing area, and a lot of those jobs are gone. And somehow or other, all these people who have lost their jobs, or the street people, sometimes there are health issues as well. But anyway, they're all You're all welcome on Monday nights. It's not just charity. I don't think that's the answer. These guys have to have jobs, or whoever they are, women. That's what we really need. Some kind of government intervention. And I don't know what that's going to be or how maybe they're working on it. But they need, the movers and the shakers, I guess those are the government people.
Sure.
Or the corporate people. It's their responsibility too. I mean, it's not just volunteers like we are.
Yeah.
Something else has to be done. That would be a lot better. Those, as you say, city council or other levels of government, regional, whatever. I wish some of them would come around here and see what happens every Monday night.
So that. Yeah. Just wrapping up for tonight, December 12th. We went inside Silver Spire Church, which is a church that does Out in the Cold, which is feeds people in the community that needs it, and they have a place to stay if they want to. And we had a great night on doing interviews with a few of the staff and the coordinator there, and we're wrapping up for tonight. That this area needs a lot of help, and this shows that there are people in the community that are already helping. We just need more of it. And with that said, good night. And it just records from there. Well, you're gonna get in there too. You're part of the show there, Julian. Okay? It's great.